Hey guys, I'm Christina Cimorelli, and if you don't know who I am, I'm part of the sister group Cimorelli. This is my personal channel. I'm 29 and I'm really excited to do this video because I am obsessed with pregnancy videos. So I'm so excited I'm doing my own. So as you can tell from the title, this is my first trimester update, and I'm gonna be looking here a lot because I'm reading. I wrote everything down, guys. So I'm gonna keep you guys, I don't know where I was going in that sentence. Anyway, so this is my second pregnancy. My first one ended in a miscarriage at 8-ish weeks. I do have 2 videos about that. I think they're really helpful. I'll put those in the description. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you like the whole recap of the first trimester and like how I've been feeling. I'm gonna show you my little bump. And I have a lot of ideas, like so many ideas for different videos on here, and it's so easy. It's like no pressure. I just film a quick video, sit down and do it, and then just put it up. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos here. So if you wanna follow along with my whole journey, definitely subscribe to this channel. It's so weird. This channel has been dead for like 10 years and now I'm totally resurrecting it. So subscribe if you would like to follow along on my entire pregnancy journey. And let's get into it. So I miscarried in October, and 6 weeks later, I got pregnant again, which I was very happy, but I was very surprised. And this pregnancy is not exactly like your average pregnancy because I found out that I have thrombophilia, which means one of many blood clotting disorders. Actually, I have 2 blood clotting disorders, and I actually have to give myself a shot in the stomach every night, which I'm gonna do a whole video on that because I watched a bunch of videos on that when I found out that I had to do it. I was freaking out. So I'm gonna do a video on that separately because there needs to be more videos on it. So I'll do a whole video, don't worry. But anyway, I found out in, I think it was December. Yeah, December. And I'm due in August. And I am 14, almost 15 actually. I'm just about 15 weeks right. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. I'm almost 15 weeks right now. So I'm gonna give you the whole update of the first trimester because I am out of it. I could not be happier to be out of the first trimester. Oh my gosh, thank you God. I am so happy. So I found out really early because my doctor was concerned that I had a blood clotting disorder, so she wanted me to find out very early next time I got pregnant so that we could go in and test for it, which I did. I found out like 10 or 11 days past ovulation, if you guys know what I'm talking about, and that was like 3.5 weeks or something. So I have updates from 3 weeks on. I wanted to do a separate video about how I basically like knew I was pregnant, even though I was shocked and didn't really believe it. It was identical symptoms to the first time, like identical, kind of scary, like how identical they were. But I want to do a different video, like how I knew I was pregnant before the positive test, even though I didn't know, but you know what I mean. I could have known if I had been like, I am. I just didn't believe it. So at 3 weeks, I was not feeling that bad. Just kind of light little symptoms here and there that I'll talk about in the How I Knew I Was Pregnant video. They put me on progesterone, and then my pregnancy got 1,000 trillion times worse than my first pregnancy. My first one was like my mom's, where my mom, okay, so I have an expert in pregnancy at my disposal. My mom has had, well, 11 kids, but she's actually had 16 pregnancies, I think. 14, 15, I don't know. She's had a lot of pregnancies, like 15, I think. So she has a lot of experience, which is awesome. And she had really easy first trimesters. My first pregnancy, that was the case. This one was not the case. So as soon as I went on progesterone, I started to feel horrible. And I want to preface everything by saying I am not complaining at all. Like I'm very grateful that I'm pregnant. I just being factual, and I'm just gonna say things that are not super positive because that was my experience. And it's not me complaining, it's just me being honest, because I find it very helpful when I hear about the negative aspects, because it doesn't make me feel so like alone. So that's why I'm gonna say all the negative stuff. I'm not gonna pretend it didn't happen. That's weird. So don't come at me saying I'm complaining. I'm just telling you exactly what happened to me. So I felt absolutely horrible, and I was really congested. I'm still congested, and I didn't feel that, actually. I didn't feel horrible yet. I felt bad. I didn't. The nausea started to kick in, but it didn't get that bad for 2 weeks. I was really like dehydrated feeling, even though I was drinking a lot of water. I had a lot of cramps for weeks, a lot of different cramps, and I was waking up really hot every morning. That wasn't that bad, but that's something I was doing. I was getting more sensitive. But the one cool thing, okay, was I was not getting super, super crabby. Like my first pregnancy, I was beyond like crabby, angry, moody. Like I was so mad all the time. Like I had the shortest fuse. So I did not have that, which was cool. So by the end of week 4, I was starting to have a hard time stomaching foods. Little did I know it was about to get 100 times worse. So week 5, I started to get nauseous every day. I wasn't throwing up, but I was getting nauseous. I wasn't able to eat as much because food started to look gross and smell gross. My sense of smell got so strong from like 3.5 weeks. It was like really strong. Really, 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 really strong. More on that later. It's so weird at this point. I was loving coconut water. That did not last very long. And pistachio Greek yogurt ice cream bars. I still love those. I had more painful cramps. I had really sensitive gums they were swollen the week before too. I was getting more tired, and I was getting more sensitive and crying more, but still not so crabby. Very calm from the beginning. Very calm. 6 weeks, not week 6, 6 weeks. That is when everything came. So it was so bad. I'm laughing because it was so bad, so I don't cry, honestly. It got so bad in week 6. I got so absolutely nauseous, and like the food aversions just became so strong. It was like completely unbearable. I didn't think it could be that bad. Like, oh, it won't be that bad if you're nauseous. Like, oh, it is that bad. It was like, okay, if you don't know what food aversions are like, if you ever thrown up after eating a specific food, and then you're like, ugh, I don't want to think about that food forever or for a long time. That one food is how like every food felt. And I mean almost every food. Like there was only a couple foods that I could eat. And I mean a couple. Like cereal, bread, kind of. It depended on the day. Just like carb-like foods. Basically no vegetables, no meat. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I could have cheese. Fruit was always good, so that was cool. But that was basically it. I was eating cereal mainly. Oh my gosh, my dog is barking a lot. Whatever. Okay. Week 6, I did get pretty scared because I got a lot of cramping, and then I started spotting a little bit. So that freaked me the heck out, especially after miscarrying, but it turned out to be fine. Thank goodness. So then I just ended up being like bedridden for a bit. Basically, I was like so sick. Just walking around, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to puke. Like at all times of the day, I was like, I am going to die. I felt like I was gonna die, but I didn't throw up, which was weird until later. I didn't throw up, but I was just always like, oh, I'm about to. Like it felt like I was about to throw up 24/7. So I just felt so horrible. At 7 weeks, I started taking magnesium and then at night, which was nice. And actually, it made my nausea cut down a little bit, which was nice. But I still felt horrible, but it just a little bit, not as bad. The 6 weeks was the worst before I started taking magnesium. It was just so bad. So now I was feeling really bad, but like with the edge off a little bit. I was eating crackers, cereal, some bread, and every once in a while, I tried like a full normal meal, and it would be kind of hard to eat depending on how I felt. Sometimes I wouldn't even like try that. I would just stick with the cereal. Then 8 weeks was just about the same, and I had a lot more fruit that week. That's when I realized, like, oh man, I gotta have a lot of fruit. This is a great idea. And then it was just so annoying. Here's the annoying thing about food aversions. It was so annoying. I would be like, okay, I can eat bread. I totally want to have bread. So then I'd buy bread, and then I would eat it, and then the next day I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't even look at that. And then I would like get it far away from me, and I couldn't cook anything because I could not be near foods and like smelling them. I could not be anywhere near them. So I had to I remember one night I made orange chicken thinking I might eat it. No, I did not eat it. But I put my shirt over my nose to take the chicken, put it in a Tupperware, and put it in the fridge. I couldn't even I couldn't smell any of it, or I felt like I was gonna puke immediately. So I had to just keep away from all foods for the most part. And I had to keep them hidden too. Like if I just looked at something that I had eaten the day before that I thought was good, if I just looked at it the next day, sometimes I'd be like, oh my gosh, it was horrible. So I had to just keep everything hidden. I was very low energy this whole time. Not anymore, but I was very low energy. I was just very calm, very low energy. I was pretty out of breath, from the beginning, pretty out of breath. Still kind of like that, but it was bad. I was just so tired. I was getting really tired at 3 o'clock on. I was just done basically. And then what else at 8 weeks? I started taking B6 too, which actually that helped even more. So B6 magnesium have become my every night stuff I take. My memory was getting really horrible because I was so tired and I was having a hard time eating, and I was just kind of really struggling mentally, which I'm gonna make a video about that. I have a really cool idea for that because it was actually another video that helped me a lot. So I was doing weird things that I never do. I do not lose things, forget things. That literally never happens to me ever. But I went and I had my progesterone prescription. I went to pick it up and I left it in the cart while it was pouring rain. Drove home and realized 3 hours later, I left it in the cart. My amazing husband went back and looked through every cart and found it. Thank goodness. But I did that. I did a bunch of stuff. I deleted videos that were really important to me that I did not want to delete. Just oh, I'm just going to delete some. Yeah. And then it's something I've never done before. I put on my I was getting clean underwear to put on. I put it on over the underwear I was already wearing that I was trying to change from. So I had 2 pairs of underwear on, and I was like, what happened? I have never done that before. So it was frustrating because I'm not used to making mistakes that can be kind of ruining your day in some ways, possibly losing the full prescription. I didn't lose it. Deleting something really important, stuff like that. I wasn't used to that, so I had to try to pay more attention, but it was really hard. And then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, they were all the same, basically. So I was, same things, I was tired, it's all the food aversions, blah, blah, blah. And then I got sick with the flu, which was the worst week of my, well, it was 10, 12 days, worst time of my entire life. It was absolutely horrible. And that's when I started throwing up. The throwing up, I mean, it was scary because I couldn't keep food down, so it sucked, but it wasn't really that bad. The nausea was just, the nausea and the food aversions were just, oh my gosh. That was just by far so bad. Throwing up it wasn't the worst. I was throwing up a lot when I had the flu, but I thought oh, I'm glad I'm not throwing up because it's not, that would make me so much more upset. And then when I threw up, it didn't really, the nausea and the food aversions, that was just, oh, it's horrible. So that kind of wraps up. I'm going to show you guys my bump, and I have a lot more videos to come. If you guys have ideas, I'm really down to do any videos about this pregnancy because I'm so excited. Okay, I'm 29. I have 9 younger siblings. I've been waiting to do this, well, to be a mom, but to well, yeah, duh. I've been waiting to be a mom for a long time. I've been really excited about it, and I want to document it and put everything out there that I can, because I have been devouring these videos. You don't know how many first trimester and how I knew I was pregnant and dealing with morning sickness and blah, blah, blah. You don't know how many videos I have watched on this, because it's just it's so cool to see other people's experiences, and then when you can relate or when you can't, and like looking into the second trimester and like what I have to prepare for or look forward to, whatever, you know. So fingers crossed I have a second trimester just like my mom. She had amazing second trimesters where she said she would feel even better than not being pregnant. So far, so good. Like I'm feeling really good so far. So I'm gonna show you guys my bump. I'm very bloated right now, so it's not actually as big as it looks right now. So I feel like a fraud, but it's there. But I'm very, very bloated. So this is almost 15 weeks. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I sized up officially. Sized up to medium pants. Thank goodness, because none of my pants were fitting. But that was exciting to me. I got some new pants. And I don't think there's anything else to say in this video. So subscribe if you want to follow along my whole journey. I am so excited to document this whole thing. This room is going to change into the nursery. The color and the wall is going to change. It's all going to change. It's the guest room right now, but this is completely going to change. I have a giant closet right there that you can't see. That's going to be the baby's closet / my off-season closet on one side. It's really cool. And yeah, lots of cool stuff to come. Really excited. It's less than 6 months and I got so many updates, so I'm excited to do more videos. Wow, I can't believe I have my energy back. Like, you guys should have seen me. If I was doing this video like a couple weeks ago, I'd just be like, hey guys, so blah, blah, blah. Or I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you want to follow along on the journey. And I have those other videos linked below. And comment any ideas you have, because I'm literally excited. You can tell I'm excited to do any and every video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.